Yo people, welcome back to the JTero channel now. Today we got our FUT CHAMPS qualifications video. As you can see on the screen, just got an 85 times 10 pack from the winter wildcard swaps. So I thought I'd just open that first, show you what we get, but didn't get anything. But further on, let's move into the gameplay now. First game here is actually a rivals game. I managed to get myself back into Division 2 now. I'm going to try and graph Division 2 again for some recordings and then put that into episode. But we'll go 1-0 up here. Nice little bit of play on the edge of the box. Get it into Benzema, and you know, Benzema one-on-one is always going to score. Now he's attacking on his left hand side now with Mendy. Plays it inside to Nkunku. To be fair, I felt like I could have read that. I felt like that was a bit of sloppy defending from me. Like, I feel like I could have read that and worked something out there, but decided that I was gonna, go again. He tried to move his keeper here, and I had already shot from earlier, but the game delayed it, so we kind of got lucky. The fact that he moved his keeper and I had already shot, so it was like it kind of worked in my favor. But it was a good thing I managed to get another goal here. Now, as you can see at the top of the screen, the input delay was so bad this game. Like, look, like I couldn't do anything here. Like, I pressed circle just for like I hit it and hoped, because I couldn't do anything. The game was not letting me respond. Like, I was pressing all buttons on my pad. I couldn't do anything because of the input delay. So I just shot, and thankfully it went in. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not complaining here. I'm just gonna, just gonna take it. Now look at that for a pass from Capu. Etienne Capu doesn't do that on a normal basis for me, but for him to find that pass is like, it's mad, because that's not something I go for usually. Like a long ball into the box, like it's not something I go for usually. But there we have it. That game ended 6-3 in the end, but it was about 6-1 at one point, and he just wouldn't quit. So he scored another 2 goals, and I just said, yeah, did it there. So into our second game now, and he's one of these guys that kept trying to score from kickoff, kept just trying to run through from kickoff. I managed to tackle him, win the ball, and then I just cut through him and we get a goal eventually. Yeah, so I just cut through him, got the ball to Benzema, and we scored. And then second goal. Now look at Rio Ferdinand on the far side of the screen. Now I'm not controlling him until late. And by the time I'm controlling him, it's pretty much too late to do anything. My keeper should have saved a shot anyways, but I think when you put your player depth to a certain amount on your custom tactics, anyone you're not controlling is going to automatically try and reboot to that when they're in their natural position. And that's what happened there with Rio Ferdinand. But once I concede, you're always vulnerable when you score, and this guy was very vulnerable because I managed to get the ball back straight away and make it 2-1. He's trying to run through from kickoff again. I think that's one thing I've learned how to deal with now, the people trying to run through from kickoff. Get a bit lucky with the skill there, and you know what's coming here. The little byline cutback into the 6-yard box, and it's always a goal. Another cutback here, but keeper manages to make a brilliant save. I still don't know how he managed to save that, to be honest. Play the corner short, then we whip it back stick. He's there. Big Rio, the boy from Nam. Big Rio from Pex at the back stick to header it in. And that makes it 4-1, and you know what happens next as well. He's paused it, thought the rage quit was coming. Went back into the game now, but he didn't want to rage quit. So at this point in my head, I'm like, okay, you don't want to rage quit? Boy, I'm going to make you rage quit. Like, literally, if you don't want to do it, I'm going to make you do it. So at this point, I was like bored in the game, didn't want to play anymore. So I just said, you know what? I'm not going to give him a chance to like get back in the game because I don't want to play anymore. I'm just going to kill him. Which I did, and George Best makes it 5. And that happens. When that happens, you know what's coming next. Yeah, told you. You can't pause it at 4-1, 3-0 and come back into the game against me, because I'm going to make you quit. I'm going to become ruthless. Here we are to another game now. I think this is game 2 of our qualification. 8 minutes in, and I don't know what's happened. I don't know what happens in qualifications and normal champs are so different for me. Like, qualification a bit easier maybe? Am I playing against less sweaty teams, or is it just the time I'm doing my qualification games? Because I done my qualification games last night maybe, so me doing it Thursday night is like a bit easier. I know I got like 1 or 2 quit wins. I think, no, it was one. I got 1 rage quit win where people just come in and score an own goal and leave. But I don't know, is that a big factor? As you see, I make it 2-0 here and just get another rage quit. But yeah, is that like a factor in why maybe champs qualification isn't too difficult for me? Now this game here was the most boring game I've ever played in my life. From minute 1 to minute 90, I literally dominated. What a goal by Sula, by the way. Chested it, turned, slapped it. Like, I dominated this guy, had so many chances, his keeper was moving mad. He had Kozard catching all my attackers and stuff. It was crazy, this game, like, literally. He had Ronald Koeman at centre-back as well. Like, I don't know which check he had in goal, but his check was moving mad. But managed to make it 2-0 in the first half of extra time. Second half of extra time starts. I'm on the left-hand side now with Graham that went to wild card. He's actually a decent super sub, but yeah, literally, I'm about to make it 3-0 here, no question. And he absolutely cleaned me out with Kante, which led to a red card and the inevitable. It's inevitable, man. I'm always going to make someone rage quit. I'm always going to make at least 2 or 3 people rage quit when I'm qualifying. Even in normal champs, I make 2, 3, sometimes 5 people rage quit. But I think the more rage quits you get, the more momentum you have, kind of, because you're just able to bounce off into the next games. Like, if you're killing guys and they just stayed in the game, you're losing momentum. Again, that backstick cross seems to be money when the boy from Pex is there, man. The boy from Lonang, you know, Big Rio. Oh, absolutely destroyed him. The Berber spin in, the McGeady spin out, and the finish across goal. I swear, sometimes you can't teach the things that I do, man. You gotta have a high level IQ. You gotta have a certain amount of XP to do the kind of things I do in this FIFA. Here we get a chance with George Best. I don't know what happened there. Just cut out. I think I missed it. But you're cutting through. Vinicius over the top, 3-0. And you know what's coming, man. The inevitable doctor's prescription, the rage quit. Now this game here, I don't know what was going on here, but I think I had like 2 chances early in the game to ball roll it past the keeper, and the game just wouldn't let me. The game wasn't responding to the ball roll, so obviously that didn't work out. Ball over top didn't go through either. This was another game where I was like 2-0 up and I got bored, and then he scored, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not letting him come back into the game. Now watch this from George Best. Bye. Little nutmeg and the slappers into the far corner. Oh my goodness. What a player you are, fella. What an absolute player you are. Honestly, George Best was just taking the mick yesterday. And then he gets back in with Ronaldo, making it 2-1. It was an easy turn. Like, I literally knew where he was going and stuff, but at this point, I just wanted him to quit. And then start of the second half happens, and I just went beast mode. That shot didn't go in, but you know what's gonna go in now. Yeah, the little cutback. Then again, literally, it was a flurry of attacks. Literally, I was just killing them now. 4-1. I think we eventually make it like 6-1, and he's still like contemplating whether to quit or not. So I was just like, cool, I'm gonna pause it, make changes. George Best gets his hat trick. I think that's his first hat trick for me since I got him. But yeah, literally, he was taking way too long. I just like rage quit now, please. Started doing fancy stuff, and then eventually, yeah, I was gonna make some changes. He decided to quit, and that is all she wrote. Alright, so there we have it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash the like button, leave a comment down below on all things FIFA. Let me know how you're spending your New Year's Eve. Obviously, I'm gonna be watching this, so that's me actually New Year's Eve. But if you got any plans, bro, so we can go have fun. My worry with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, any goals you set yourself for the new year. I've set myself a few goals, especially on this channel, which is to start streaming, bring out more content, different types of content, become versatile with the content we create. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, subscribe if you're new. That is what I meant to say.